Good morning. Okay, so for your first day of virtual learning, I would like you to focus on some figurative language, okay? So you should have a handout, all right? It has a list of all of the figurative languages on there. Let me show you what it looks like. That way there's no confusion. All right, so this is what it looks like, right? Everyone should have this with them in their folder, okay? We've went over this a couple times in class. I want you to go back through it on your own. I want you to read through those examples and really try to understand what they are. When you are done with that, I'd like you to do that for about, let's say, 10 minutes. That way you have enough time to go through them a couple of times. If you have a brother or sister or mom and dad at home or somebody at home who can quiz you and help you study them, that would be great. If not, that's okay. Just look over them individually for now. When you're finished looking over them and you think that you're ready because you understand what they are, I want you to go on to Google Classroom and I want you to do the figurative language game 1. Okay, so this is very similar if you were in class on Thursday and Friday. It's very similar to the activity we did in class. If you were not, there are directions on the Google slide for you. The most important thing with that Google slide is up in the right-hand corner of your screen in bright yellow, it's going to say the word present. You need to click that first, okay? And then you'll use your arrow keys to go through the presentation. But if you don't click present, it's going to show you the answers to the game and it's not going to be very fun. You're not going to be able to get what you know. All right, so make sure to hit the present button first. And then if you want like a dry erase board and a dry erase marker to use, or you can just use a piece of paper, whatever you would like, you will read the sentence. And then on the right hand of the screen, you'll see all the options that you can choose from. So all of your figurative language types will be over there. So you will read the sentence. And then when you figure out what kind of figurative language is in the sentence, you'll write that on your dry erase board or piece of paper. And then you'll click to the next slide to see your answer, and there will be an explanation as to why that answer is the correct one, and you'll see if you got it right or not. If you didn't, it's okay. Make sure to read through the explanation, and you might want to go back to your figurative language handout to read and look and see why you missed it, and the one that you did choose that was incorrect, why it is not that one. All right? If you did get it right, I would like you to tally your questions that you got correct. So give yourself a tally or a point. And then when you're done with the game, you can go ahead and exit out of that. I want you to go back to Google Classroom. There will be a figurative language game 1 check-in. I want you to click on that, and it's going to ask you how many questions you got right. So how many tallies or how many points did you record for yourself? Whether you think you're ready for the test or not. So I would say if you got 8 or more, that would be like an 80% on the test. I would say with a little more studying, you would be ready at an 8 or above. Anything under an 8, you should probably study a little more, and I don't know if you would be ready. It also asks you what you're still having trouble with. So if you got an 8 or less, or 7 or less, or any of those lower scores, I really want you to think about what I can help you with more. What were the ones that you missed? Which types of figurative language are you not understanding? Okay, because I have other practices that are specific to those different types. So if you need help with a certain type, I can give you that certain practice, okay? If you have any questions, I will have a Zoom link up from 9 to 10 today and from 1 to 2. So at either of those times, if you need to log in and ask questions, or if it's not during one of those times, just email me. And if you need individual help over Zoom, we can set up an individual meeting, okay? At any point, if you have any questions or you don't understand directions or if you don't understand what you're supposed to be doing, please email me. Do not wait until the last minute. All right, this whole activity should take you about 20 to 30 minutes. All right, so you should study for about 10. It'll take you about 15, maybe 20 to go through the game. That way you can really think about them, and if you get one wrong, you can go back to your handout. I do not want you to use your handout in answering the questions. Only if you got one incorrect, you can go back and look and see why it was wrong. All right, so don't use it to answer the questions, but you can use it as a reference to see why you got a question wrong after you know that you've got it wrong. Okay, let's see. I think that's it. So it should take you about 20 to 30 minutes today, and then tomorrow we're going to jump into our first novel, which is called Freak the Mighty. I think you guys will really like it. It's a really good book. And then we're going to do a little more figurative language practice. Hopefully, depending on where everyone is, we can take that test Thursday or Friday. So really be studying. Really do your best on the practices that I'm going to send out the next couple of days, okay? And as always, if you have any questions, please, please, please email me. My email and my Google Voice number are at the top of your Google Classroom, so please use them if you need them. Okay? I hope you guys have a great day. Don't stress over anything, all right? We're all here to help you. If you have any questions, email me, and I hope you have an amazing first day of virtual learning. Bye, guys.